Hello all. So today we'll discuss about Perl CGI module. Last time we have not completely discussed about CGI module. Earlier we have worked with module, right? We have seen one example also module. So module is nothing but in Java we can call it as a API. Okay, the library provided, built-in library provided by the programmer, right? In the Java, in Perl also we call it as a Perl module. Okay, how to create a Perl module we have seen last session. Okay, in this session we'll check out about one built-in pack module. Okay, that is package, that is CGI. Okay, in this one we'll check about how we can utilize the CGI and how it will make our working okay faster. So first of all, I would like to show you one example. Okay, then we'll move further for localhost. Yes, then popcorn. Yeah. Okay, fine. So in this one, I have created one simple HTML file. We'll see this HTML file, how I have developed this one, and further functionality also. Like here, Hari, Harshini. Okay. Yeah, fine. This is our customer details I'm just adding. Okay. And after that one, some orders are there. Orders are nothing but the product name. Popcorn details are there. 3 types of popcorns are there and price is given and quantity how much I want to order. Example, this I want to 5, this also 5, and this I want 8. Okay. This way I want to order. Okay, now finally what I would like to say, I would like to click on submit button. So this will process and it will tell me the customer details is nothing but Harita and Harshini. Address is Harshini, sorry, address place I have given Harshini, sorry Harshini. Okay, order detail. Unpopcorn 5 orders I have done. Yes, caramel popcorn I have ordered 5, and this one caramel with nut, right, I have ordered 5, and total cost, okay, I got this much, and this is process details it is showing me. Now let's move for details. Okay, how I have done this details. So in that one only we'll get to know what is CGI module and everything. Okay, first I will show you the display, the HTML page how I have done. Okay, don't bother about this. Okay, because I have already explained you this one. Even somebody new for this class will discuss this once again. Okay, these are the some CSS, bootstrap CSS and bootstrap JS I have included. Okay, in this one you can check out form. Last time we have discussed about get method, right? We were using about get method and query string we are processing, right? Now we will discuss about post method. We know what is the advantages of post method, means it won't generate the query string here. Okay, question mark, some details it will come, right? That one it won't generate in the post method. Last time also we had discussed, I'm calling the action, means one popcorn PL I'm calling this one, and after that one some panel that CSS pattern I have used, and in this one some header part is customer details. In the customer detail, buyer numbers, buyer's name I'm asking, and one text box. Okay, remember in the text box I have given name. Okay, name I have given. So whenever we are parsing the information of this HTML to the PL, okay, Perl script, then the details of this text box will be retrieved with the name only. Okay, and here another details I am asking about address, and in this one for address text box I have given name as a address. Okay, in script I can access this address using that name only. Okay, using what I have specified name. Okay, for element, the with that name I can access, remember that one. I finally another panel I'm creating. Yes, you can check out here, 2 panels are there, right? One panel customer detail, another panel is order detail. In order detail I'm just displaying one table with some CSS classes, that is not important, and then I'm displaying one header field. Okay, that is the details of product name, price. Then what I am doing, I am just creating one row. In that row I am giving the product name and the rate, because it is, this is the first row you can consider. Okay, this is second row. So first row I have given complete name only, okay, the title of the table. And in the second row I am specifying the product name, quantity, means price. Okay, price, here the price is 10 rupees. And finally what I'm doing, I am adding one extra text box. Okay, here name I have given as a unpop, and some classes control, form control I'm using for good presentation. And then another item is caramel popcorn, and third one is caramel nut popcorn. And some rate and text box I have given here. For caramel, for text box I have given name as a caramel. For caramel net text box I have given name as a caramel. And finally I am doing the submit. Once I click on submit button, right, so this script is called by the server. Okay, it will go, this request will go to the server, in my case the local server only. And after that one, this script is called, okay, this script is nothing but this one only. Okay, CGI I'm writing, right, I'm using CGI package, which is a built-in package, a standard library I want to use. And after this statement tells that one, I am declaring some global variables. And you can check out header. Earlier how I have to print like this many things we have to do, like content type. This way I was writing. Okay, I will give you one example. Content type is equal to text by HTML, something we are writing, right? But now you can see that one, I'm not writing anything in the header, just earlier, these many things we are writing HTML, like head, and after that one content type and everything we are writing. But in this one, if we use CGI, right, CGI standard library, I will call library, okay, module, then if you include header, enough, everything will include. Now I want to start my HTML. In this one start, I am giving the title of the form, submit, popcorn. Okay, popcorn sales I'm doing. If I remove here popcorn, right, you can check out title will get changed. Okay, continue. You can check out now, it is start from the sales form. So in this one, what, popcorn, right? Yeah. So in this one, earlier, okay, earlier form also I will show you one. Okay, how we have done earlier. Look, earlier if we want to do the same thing till now, okay, this much we have to write. Okay, instead of this, okay, instead of this one, okay, this much we had to run without CGI module, PM module. Okay, now it will become this much only, means they have done all built-in things, functionality. So if I use like this, it will do the its work. And finally some local variable, this we have know that one local variable. And accessing the posting parameters, how I am accessing, earlier I was processing the query, right, query string. But now as I'm using the post method, right, as I'm using the post method, so I cannot have the query string. So how I can process the parameters which are passed from this one? Okay, many things. This text box will contain value, this text box will contain value, all this text box, wherever the input symbol I'm using, right? Now right now I'm using only text box. In future might be if we are using radio button, checkbox list, everything, right? How we can access if we don't have the query string? We are using the post, that we can access using the param functionality. What? Param, the text box name, param, the text box name as a address, param, the text box name as a unpop, param, the text box name as a caramel. This way we can use, right? We can access the variable. So I hope you have understand the difference between get method and post method. In the get method, how we can process the query string. In post method, how we can access the pass string. Okay. And finally we are calculating the total price. Total price, popcorn rate, we know that one is 10, and caramel popcorn is 20. Caramel with nut is 30, right? Finally we are making the sum, and we are counting the total items ordered. Okay. And finally displaying the customer detail. Okay, look, H directly I am specifying. In earlier case, like this I have to specify H element, I have to specify content type, and finally I have to finish the H. Okay, look, this I will copy and I will put here how earlier it was, and now it will how we are using. Earlier it was this much line, right? Now if I want to use H2 function, and this is not required, right? This much only. Look, it will become simpler. So CGI will make us development, a web application development easier. Okay, H1 break, I'm directly can insert these elements. Okay, this way we can use the CGI. This is one of the textbooks example I have shown you. Okay, textbook popcorn. So in this one, if some value is some popcorn value, if I ordered, then only display this popcorn. Okay, popcorn, this much quantity I'm using. Okay, caramel is this much, like this using, and finally total price I'm displaying, right? Total price we are displaying. I hope you guys have understood this program which I have written, and this PL script also how we can work with CGI.pm module. So let's move little about the theoretical part about CGI.pm module. This is a built-in package. Yes, we know the CGI.pm module is a built-in package. CGI.pm is a large and once widely used Perl module. This is the mostly used Perl module and programming common interface. Okay, providing a consistent API for receiving and processing input from the user. Means in web application, if some user is putting some information from the HTML file, right? Using this one, we can easily access that information and process. There are also function for producing HTML and XHTML. Yes, we have already functions for producing HTML. Look, these functions are directly producing the HTML tags, right? And there are functions that only. Okay, and the functions in CGI.pm module have the same name as their associated elements. Look, this is one function. Okay, H2 function, it will work for H2 HTML element, H2 element. Okay, if I want text box, right, then the function name will be like this only, directly text box only, print text. Okay, text area. This way you can directly access, right? Option whatever name you, if you want to give. Okay, name like I want to give name like address. Okay, let's see whether it will come or not. You can check out one text box is came, right? Text area is came, right? This way any element if you want to add of HTML, right, the element name only is a function name. The element name itself the function name in the CGI.pm module. And also in this script also can generate the embedded tags or tags. Okay, you can use the embedded tags also. Now we'll move further about DB connection in Perl. Okay, we know this one, we have already discussed yesterday this about this concept, right? Sorry. Okay, the script, see, a Perl script will uses the DBI API. Okay, DBI having different drivers for different instances for Oracle. Means DBD for Oracle, DBD for MySQL, DBD for Informatics. Why we should have a different APIs for each and every? Because Oracle architecture is different from MySQL. So to access Oracle database, we should have a separate API for Oracle or driver for API. Okay, for Oracle. The same way we can use for MySQL also. So let's check out one example for MySQL. Okay, starting from Perl 5 has become very easy for writing database application using DBA module. The DBA stands for database independent interface for Perl. Okay, which means DBA provide an abstract layer between the Perl code and the underlying database, allowing you to switch database implementation easily. Okay, steps. What are the steps we should have to perform to connect with database? First, write a string that will connect to DBI. Okay, first we have to connect with that, okay, database using the DBI. Then we have to create the statements. Okay, first connection, then statement, then execute the statement. Remember, the third point is execute the statement. Okay, once you executed the statement, right, might be you are writing the statement as a select query. You got some records, right? Final process is result, process the result and finish the statement. Finish the statement. Okay, please remember to finish the statement. Okay. Okay, this is the one simple steps in connecting the connecting to DB. Let's check out one simple program for connecting to DB. Okay, here connection. Okay, look, first what I'm doing, I am using DBI because it's a built-in package or built-in module. You should have to use the DBI. Then okay, here is my connection string. This we call as a connection string DBI and the driver. I'm going to connect with MySQL and database. What database I want to use? I want to use BNU, right? Yeah, then user ID and password. Look, this is the first statement of that one. Connecting, making the connection. How we are connecting? Database source name we are passing. Database source name is nothing but this connection string. Okay, and then I'm passing the user ID. User ID is root and password also a root, right? In my case, I kept my password as a root. Okay, if this statement is successful, go to next statement, otherwise die here itself. Okay, let's make a print statement. Print. Okay, what do we want to? Connection is successful. Connection is right. Yeah, this way we can make. And finally I want to insert some values, right? 3 is Bharat Kumar, right? And finally, look, what are the statements? First connection. Yes, this is the connection statement. Once we got connection successful, we will get the DB handler. Look, we are getting the DB handler. Even though you can give different nomenclature, okay, anything, but remember to give a proper nomenclature is more important. So the nomenclature for DB object is DB handler object. Okay, once we got the DB handler object, we can create a statement. Next statement, prepare statements. Okay, create a statement is nothing but write a query. You write a query. Okay, query can be a select query, query can be update query, insert query, delete query, anything you can write the query. Right now I am using the select query. Okay, then next statement is execute the prepare statement. Here execute the statement. Because it is just a select query, you does not have to process more about, okay, about the result. So just finish it. Okay, let's check out. First let me open, yes, not this one, MySQL client. Yeah, exactly. Use BNU. BNU is there. Select stuff from student, right? There are two names are there, right? Two records are there till now. One is Syed Osif and Navneetu, and the let's let's execute this now. Okay, if you execute, what will happen? Let's see. Connection is successful. Press anything. Now execute this one. Syed Osif, Navneetu, Bharat Kumar, right? So you can check out, we have successfully executed this statement. This is about just insert statement. Okay, so in this one the steps are, please remember the steps. Okay, and use of DB module to connect with database, which provide many number of functions and attributes to connect to DBM. Okay, one by one we'll check out now. We have already explained this one, even though, right, this connection string is nothing but, first you have to specify DBI and driver. This is our driver. If you are working with Oracle, right, MySQL, because right now we are using with MySQL, working with MySQL, so MySQL, and database name is nothing but road. And this is the one built-in function of DBI interface. In this one we are connecting. Okay, it takes three parameters. One is the database name, source name, and user ID and password. Prepare statement will take this one parameter. Okay, so once we have successfully connected, DB object handler object will get, using the DB object handler we can prepare a statement, and using the statement handler, right, we can execute the statements and finish the statement. Okay, these are some built-in naming cluster we should have to use. For the DNS is the database source name. DBH is nothing but the database handler object. STH nothing but the statement handler. H is any handler. Okay, record count, record. Okay, this will come. Okay, we'll check another one. And look, if you want to select statement, if you want to run, select stuff from student, right? So you will get these records. How do you process these records, right? Using the one key attribute is there. Okay, that will check out in this one. Look, in this one the same thing I have written. Okay, till this one it is the same, only same program. Now you can check out here the query which I have written, right? That is a select query, right? That is a select query. Now once I execute this one, so this STS statement, okay, handle will contain the records, 3 records it will contain. How many records? 3 records, because you can check out 3 records are there, so it should contain 3 records. How we can process the records? Okay, how we can process the records is nothing but using this fetch row array function. So what will happen whenever, if you are writing any select query, right, so this will, after executing this statement, it will always pointing to the first record. First record in this one is this one, ID is 1. Okay, so look here what I am doing. First I am doing STH fetch array. Okay, so now it is pointing here, it is pointing to the first record, and this is a successful statement, means nothing but the record found and the record is stored in this row. Okay, now because of this successful statement, the while loop will come into the inner block. Okay, and it will execute this while loop block. So in this one, this row, okay, what row we have fetched from this one, right, this row we are assigning to the one list of scalars, because this row contain only 2 column, only name and ID, so we can directly assign this to this one. Okay, this list of scalars, once we assign this list of scalars, first value will move, the ID1 will move to the ID, and the second value is nothing but the name of the student, like Syed Tosef, it is moved to the scalar variable name. Okay, and printing, we are making the print of the details. Again it will come to the, after finishing this block, again it will come to while block, and it will again run this statement, what, fetch row. So it will fetch the second, another row, that is nothing but the second row, and it will add the second row into this row. Okay, it is a row is nothing but an array element. So again the same process will happen. The array will assign to the list of scalars, and we will display the list of scalars here. Okay, and another, once it is finishes this block, again it will go to the top of this condition, and it will once again it will fetch this row, the last row, the third row it will fetch, and it is a successful execution of this fetch row array, and it will store that into the array, and it will come to the block and it will execute. Okay, now again it will come to the top of the condition, and it will fetch, it will execute this statement once again. But now you can check out, there is no further row, right? There is no fourth row. Now this statement get failed. Okay, and it will return false. Okay, it will return false value. Now once it, the while loop comes, okay, while loop get the false value, it will skip this one. Okay, and it will come to the next statement, and it will make this finish, it will execute the finish statement. So it will finish this, it will release the memory. Okay, whatever it the statement was holding, it will release the memory. This way it is going to be execute. Look, connection to the DB is successful, record are retrieved, 3 records are retrieved, and the ID is 1, name, the ID is 2, and name, the ID is 3, and name. Continue. Okay, I hope you have understood the functionality of fetch row array. This is very important, how we have to fetch and process the records. Okay, now let's check out one information, one query for update. Okay, update table name, set. Okay, name I want to change to like Sanket or Sandesh Kumar. Okay, where I want to change, ID is equal to 1, where the ID is 1. Let's check out whether it will work or not. Okay, I hope it should work, and connection is successful and it is executed. Let's check out the select statement. Sandesh Kumar is came, right? Updated, the first ID is updated, right? And the same way we will try to give delete also, delete from student where the ID is 2. Let's check out. The query is not good, right? Oh no, that yeah, because the student table name I made mistake. Okay, student. Okay, let's check out once again. Select staff from student. Right, 2 rows are came. This way you can access to DBMS. And one more thing I want to tell you now. Look, now I would like to create one order table. Okay, create table order, and let it to be name, address, and total. How much total? Like name is nothing but the varchar 20, address is also, right now varchar also I will give 20, but remember address will be large. Okay, don't worry about what, it has to be large only. Okay, okay, table name,